Good evening to one and all. My name is Nandini Patnaik. I am from third year CSCC. As I am doing course of employability skills, as a part of it, there is a case study which I am doing with my senior who had cracked his interview in Hexaware and got a job in 4-1. Uh, Good evening, Bhanu. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very fine.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Vizianagaram. I've actually completed my 10th from Vizianagaram and I've completed my plus 1 and plus 2 from Senior Junior College, which is located in Thottakalam. Currently, I'm pursuing, as you said, I'm pursuing my 4-1 currently. And I want to just mention a point that I placed in 3-2 actually, not in 4-1.
Okay. Uh, that's good, and congratulations for your
Thank you.
placement. And as we are from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology, we are already having a lab of ELCS, and in which we have learned a lot. We interact with the faculty freely, and there are so many of faculty, those people who always encourages for the students. And here we enjoy and we learn how to communicate with one another. And during the interview process, communication is the main vital role which it will be placed on it. And can you please tell me that what is your experience in our ELCS lab, and in which way ELCS lab helped you to crack interview?
I just want to mention something that before joining into our college, I've actually not known that. I'm not aware of English will have a lab like this. And so many of us, even the other people who are studying in other colleges, they haven't known there will be a lab for English. Straight after joining in this college, I came to my first lab. After coming, it's a bit of weird. What will be there? I'm enthusiastic. What I'm going to learn, and at first I felt a bit shy to speak. And after practicing more, I've adapted speaking. See, people who practice here can crack anything in their life, and people who doesn't practice here will be as they are. And my I've learned so many things from ELCS, and main thing helped me a lot to crack my interview is the GD. In group discussions, we interact with so many other people, we raise new points, we comment with the people, and if by doing more and more GDs, we can crack any interview very easily. And even we know that GD is the major eliminating role in some interviews also. Yes.
There are so many activities which we will do in every week of our ELCS labs. Which activity makes you to communicate easily in the interview?
Yes, I've already mentioned it.
Yeah, group discussions, right? Is there anything activity?
The activity I've enjoyed more is group discussion actually, and there are also other activities which encourage us, which builds our support. So many, but the most activity I've liked is the group discussion. Group discussion helps us a lot.
Okay. Before interview, there will be so many exams which will be conducted by the different companies like Wipro, TCS, Amazon, like that. In those exams, what is your experience? Can you share with me?
Till now, I have faced three exams actually, and one is Hexaware. In Hexaware, the first round is exam on aptitude and logical reasoning, verbal, all other things. See. Cracking these exams is not an easy task actually. Those who practice can easily crack these exams, and one who did not cannot. This aptitude, these are all the basic things. The main elimination round is the worsened round. If at all somebody want to crack worsened round, they should, from in our college, they should make a complete utilization of this ELCS lab. That's it.
Can you please give me an important role which plays in an interview is a resume? And can you please give me some tips that how resume should be strong and impressive?
Even I've learned resume building from my ELCS lab actually. Before I used to just use other templates. I just gave all my information, and this AI all generated a template. But it is not that effective actually. I've started designing my own resume from canvas. And the tips I've got from my teachers is that resume is a thing which completely shows us to the interviewer. Like just by seeing the resume, they should select us. Like see, our resume should contain a minimum of 1 page. If at all you have more skills, or if at all you have done more courses or internships or projects, it could be 2 pages. But mostly, if a resume is 1 page, it will be selected for sure. And the main things you have to include in your resume is your project. The main and most thing is your project. Project plays a major role in any sort of industry. And other things are certifications you have done. It will be helpful if you have a certification based on this English. See, like English certifications makes you more strong, makes your resume more strong. Even I have done a certification called Cambridge Upskill Certification. I have done. It actually played a major role for building my resume actually. And I've said that cracked version run, right? Version run is quite similar to this upskill, the course which I have learned. Everything I have learned in this course, I've just implemented it and I've selected it.
uh, talking with friends, talking to the faculty who have give up a knowledge is okay, but suddenly an interviewer is asking questions to you, and you are, what is the experience with a face-to-face interview?
Actually, facing a face-to-face interview is not an easy task,
Yes.
according to me. Like, but people who have complete knowledge, or the people who know what they are speaking about, they can actually face it. During my interview, like HR just came in front of me and asked about myself. He asked her to tell about yourself, and I gave everything that I know about me actually. It's even difficult sometimes to tell about yourself to other person. Basic, like see. And the other things I have asked her is about my resume. He asked her each and every point I have mentioned in my resume, like about my objective. Yeah, I actually forgot to say something that even objective plays a major role in resume. You should have a good objective. Okay, and he asked about my project, and I've explained it. He asked about my internships. He asked about my certifications. If you have a keen knowledge in all about these, facing an HR interview or TR interview is an easy task actually. That's
Actually, the people who are not attended an interview, even one interview, like third year, second year students, they think like exam is, if we just exam is qualified, the exam is qualified means it is enough for us. Interview we will we have capability to crack interview. Like that they will think. What is the review of?
like see, having that confidence is not a bad thing actually.
Yeah.
But with the confidence, you should have knowledge on what you are putting in your resume.
Okay.
See, like more about TR, if one has to qualify in TR, they should actually know about things they have mentioned in resume. HR is like managerial term, like psychometric term. They'll test our patients, they'll test our anger issues, all those things. But in TR, okay, confidence should be there that we can crack TR or HR. That's a good thing. But before building the confidence, you should build the knowledge on the things. That's it.
Then can you please tell me the requirements which are useful during the interview process?
Based on today's situation, or based on this year's or last year's situation, recession has hit us. It does not completely hit us, but somewhat it is coming. In this situation, the main and major requirements is learning a new technology, being different from others. That is the major thing. And the other technology I've learned differently from my classmates as antenna designing actually. I've learned it with my own interest actually, and even that played. I even entered it in my resume, and even HR asked me about that, and I have said everything about that. And see, requirement is nothing. Like if you wanted to learn something, learn it completely. That's it. You learn it deeply. If someone asks us a question, we should be able to answer it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhanu, for telling me the major important points according to the interview. And I have learned a lot from this. Actually, I don't know some things that which you have told, and I just know it and I just recover it, of course. and thank you and all the best.
I just wanted to suggest you something that use your EHS lab more efficiently.
Yes.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.